Good evening and welcome to the March 17th, 2021 legislative session of the Penfield Town Board. Before I call the meeting to order, I'd like to wish all of our viewing audience happy St. Patrick's Day, and I hope everyone is well and safe. We'll officially call this meeting to order. In the auditorium this evening, we have Councilperson Draw, we have our Town Clerk, Amy Steckloff, and myself, and online, Councilpersons Cole, Moore, and Ockenden, and as well as our Town Attorney, Mr. Richard Horowitz. Those of us in the auditorium will lead the rest in a pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. And I'll ask for a roll call, please, of the members.
Draw.
Here.
Cole.
Here.
LaFountain.
Present.
Moore.
Here.
Ockenden.
Here.
Thank you very much. We'll move on to the official notice, and consistent with what we have been doing now for many, many months. Due to COVID-19 virus and the closing of town operations, consistent with the governor's executive orders, the March 17th, 2021 Town Board legislative meeting will be held remotely via Zoom. This meeting will also be video recorded and broadcast live via the town's website at penfield.org, on the town's government access cable channel 1303, and on streaming media devices, that's Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire. Please search Penfield TV in your device's app store, as this is a free app. The meeting will later be transcribed. Questions regarding video coverage, please contact Penfield TV at 340-8661. If you would like to address the board on any matter, there are two public participation opportunities this evening, one at the beginning of the agenda and one at the end of the agenda. You may participate by calling in at 340-8771 or by electronic submission at penfield.org. With that, we will move to our communications and announcements, and I'll ask our clerk, are there any communications this evening?
Not from me tonight.
Right, thank you. I'll next ask Councilperson Draw, any communications this evening?
No announcements, Mr. Supervisor.
All right, thank you. And Mr. Moore? All right, and Councilperson Cole?
Nothing.
Okay, I have just one item that would like to mention, that the Penfield Baptist Church this Saturday will be holding a food drive and drop off at their facility on Penfield Road. They're doing this for the Penfield Ecumenical Food Shelf. They're looking for boxed cereals, fruit cups, granola bars, canned soups, oatmeal packets, applesauce cups, cheese and crackers, canned pasta. And this is Let's Feed the Children event. Again, this coming Saturday, the 20th, 10 a.m. to noon, in the First Baptist Church parking lot on Penfield Road. Okay, with that, let's move on to our first public participation. Again, there are two this evening. You can join us a couple of different ways. You can call in at 340-8771. or you can log on at penfield.org, and I'll give just a minute. I'll toggle between my screens just to make sure we're not missing out on someone asking any questions of the board. This is the time of the year that I like to mention that hopefully winter is about out of its system. We tend to get a lot of calls at DPW and in my office as it relates to sod damage. And once we feel comfortable that the winter has actually has broken for spring, we will be out to repair all of our lawn damage along sidewalks, in front of people's residents' homes, and other locations. We'll get that taken care of so that we can hit the spring season and the spring growing season. Okay, I do not see any calls or emails at this time. We'll move on to additions and deletions, and I would like to recognize Councilperson Ockenden.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. I do have one item I'd like to move that be added to our agenda this evening under public safety, the resolution 21T-88.
All right, thank you. That was in a form of a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
I'll second that, Mr. Supervisor.
That's fine.
Okay, so we have Councilperson Draw as our first seconder, and that will be under new business. We'll next move to our minutes of February 3rd, 2021. We have those that were sent to us by the clerk's office. I would ask, is there a motion of approval for those minutes?
So moved, Supervisor.
Okay, so we'll make sure that moved by Ockenden, seconded by Cole.
Okay.
All right. I want to make sure our records are straight. Thank you. I'll ask, are there any discussions, comments, or other for those minutes? Seeing none, I'll ask for a roll call vote of approval, please.
Draw.
Aye.
Cole. LaFountain.
Aye.
Moore.
Aye.
Ockenden.
Aye.
5 ayes.
All right, since our last meeting, has the board, town attorney, or town clerk received any petitions?
If not.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll move on to resolution by function and begin with law and finance, please.
Authorization for abandonment of a portion of a sanitary sewer easement at 1211 Empire Boulevard.
Moved.
Second.
Whereas on October 7th, 2020, the town board in resolution 20T-180 granted approval of Howitt Bayview LLC for development of a 60-unit apartment building at 1211 Empire Boulevard. Whereas the apartment building is proposed to be located in a portion of existing sanitary sewer easement recorded in the Monroe County Clerk's Office under LIBR 08760. Whereas no sanitary sewer exists in said easement, and Howitt Bayview LLC proposes to provide the town with a new sanitary sewer easement outside of the building footprint to provide adequate compensation for the portion of the sanitary sewer easement being requested for abandonment. Thank you.
Thank you. Discussion. Discuss that at work session. Seeing no further discussion, I'll ask for a roll call vote, please.
Draw.
Aye.
Cole.
Aye.
LaFountain.
Aye.
Moore.
Aye.
Ockenden.
Aye.
5 ayes. Setting public hearing to consider a conditional use permit to allow a grill and service area and live music in the outdoor dining area at the South Bay Bar and Grill at 1300 Empire Boulevard.
Moved.
Second.
Whereas an application has been received by the Penfield Town Board for the issuance of a conditional use permit pursuant to Chapter 250-5.9.B1 of the code to allow for a grill and service area and live music and outdoor dining at the South Bay Bar and Grill at 1300 Empire Boulevard. Be it resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Penfield shall hold a public hearing at the Penfield Town Hall on April 7th, 2021 at 7 p.m. on said date to consider said application and to hear all persons interested in the question of the issuance of this conditional use permit. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Moore. Questions? Seeing no questions, that public hearing again will be held on the 7th of April. We'll ask for a roll call vote, please.
Draw.
Aye.
Cole.
Aye.
LaFountain.
Aye.
Moore.
Aye.
Ockenden.
Aye.
5 ayes. Setting a public hearing for issuance of a conditional use permit to allow an insurance office and apartment at 1805 Penfield Road.
Moved.
Second.
Whereas an application has been received by the Penfield Town Board for the issuance of a conditional use permit pursuant to 250.5-10D-15 of the code to allow for an insurance office and apartment at 1805 Penfield Road, the Four Corners zoning district. Be it resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Penfield shall hold a public hearing at the Penfield Town Hall on April 21st, 2021 at 7 p.m. on said date to consider the said application and to hear all those interested on the question of the issuance of this conditional use permit. Thank you.
Further discussion? Seeing no further discussion, a roll call vote, please.
Draw.
Aye.
Cole.
Aye.
LaFountain.
Aye.
Moore.
Aye.
Ockenden.
Aye.
5 ayes. Town athletic field use fees.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
This resolution is authorizing to charge a town athletic field use fee in the amount of $75 per game, 2-hour reservation, with additional lighting and special field lining fees that may be applied based on the field user's reservation.
Great, thank you. Further discussion? Seeing no further discussion, a roll call vote, please.
Draw.
Aye.
Cole.
Aye.
LaFountain.
Aye.
Moore.
Aye.
Ockenden.
Aye.
5 ayes. Advertising for bids for printing program brochure.
So moved.
Second.
The Assistant Director of Recreation is authorized to advertise in the manner prescribed by law for sealed proposals to furnish the town of Penfield the following: printing of the Recreation Department seasonal brochure. The service is to be covered by sealed proposals in accordance with specifications prepared by the Assistant Director of Recreation. Sealed proposals are to be submitted to the Office of the Town Clerk until 11 a.m. April 8th, 2021, and then and there be opened and read publicly.
Thank you. Further discussion? It's one of those annual items that we have for our brochures that come out 3 times a year. All right, seeing no further discussion, I'll ask for a roll call vote, please.
Draw.
Aye.
Cole.
Aye.
LaFountain.
Aye.
Moore.
Aye.
Ockenden.
Aye.
5 ayes. Authorization for supervisor to sign recreation contracts.
So moved.
Second.
This resolution authorizes the town supervisor to sign 22 recreation contracts. And, I think this is like the first time this year so far that we had so many. And this just goes to show things are looking up because there are a lot of nice summer program activities going on in concerts and so on that and groups. And so, check your recreation brochure as it comes through because it has a lot of good information about the things that are going to be coming forward in our future.
Excellent point, Linda. Thank you. Further discussion, further comments? Okay, seeing none, roll call vote, please.
Draw.
Aye.
Cole.
Aye.
LaFountain.
Aye.
Moore.
Aye.
Ockenden.
Aye.
5 ayes.
Okay, board, thank you. This brings us to old business. Any old business to come before the board this evening? Seeing none, we do have one new business resolution. We'll recognize the clerk.
Advertise for bids to secure properties, maintain and clean up properties as required under Article 15-15.10 and Article 7-7.11 of Chapter 250 of the Town Code.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Whereas the purpose of Article 15.10 of Chapter 250 of the Town Code is to secure compliance and to protect and preserve property devaluation and to assure the safety, health, protection, and general welfare of persons and property in the town of Penfield. And whereas the Building and Zoning Office has the need to secure properties failing to comply with the minimum requirement of Article 15.10 of Chapter 250. Whereas the Building and Zoning Office has the need to maintain properties, well, it looks like the same statement. Now therefore be it resolved that the Building and Zoning Administrator be and hereby is authorized to advertise in a manner prescribed by law for sealed proposals for the securing of properties and maintenance and cleanup of properties that have failed to be maintained in accordance with the town code requirements. And be it further resolved that the services covered by such proposals shall be in accordance with the specifications prepared by the Building and Zoning Administrator. Sealed proposals are to be submitted to the Office of the Town Clerk until 11 o'clock a.m. local time, Monday, April 5th, 2021, and then and there to be opened by the Town Clerk and read publicly.
Thank you, Mr. Ockenden. Again, this is one of those resolutions that we pass typically this time of the year. This year, We're going to go out for a 2-year as part of the bid package for 21 and 22. And this covers if we have to cut grass, pick up properties, board up properties, either through some abandonment or unfortunate fire or other act that we may have to board up properties. Seeing no further discussion, I'd ask for a roll call vote, please.
Draw,
Aye.
Cole,
Aye.
LaFountain,
Aye.
Moore,
Aye.
Ockenden.
Aye.
5 ayes.
All right, thank you. This brings us to our second public participation section this evening. And again, I will just take a look at if we have any awaiting phone calls or any emails coming in. I'm not seeing anything. Therefore, there being no business or further business to come before the board this evening, the March 17th, 2021 legislative session of the Penfield Town Board will stand adjourned at 7:16 p.m. I'd like to thank everyone that participated. I'd like to recognize Brian and Ryan and Amy downstairs that helps put all this together and keep everyone connected during these times. Please be well and be safe.